Hi, I'm Kevin Salisbury with Eleete Real Estate. Welcome to another episode of Kevin Knows Portland. Today I'd like to share my thoughts on the Portland real estate market now that we're halfway through 2019. It's been a bit of a mixed year for activity here in the Portland real estate market, and we've continued to see prices stay relatively flat. We just had our new market action report come out, and we saw that the average sale price for a home in the Portland metro area is now $456,000, which is up just 1% from where it was this time last year. Inventory still remains relatively low at 2.4 months, but when you start to look at the different micro markets that we have here in the Portland area, we see this number fluctuate quite a bit based on location and more specifically on price point. So the general feel that I have out there in the marketplace is that buyers seem to feel like they have more options, and the sense of urgency that they've had for the last 3-4 years seems to have tempered quite a bit. This lack of enthusiasm for buyers seems to be most directly reflected when we look at our average number of days that it takes to sell a home, or our average number of days on market. This number's jumped up to 57 days for the market as a whole, which is up 20% from where we were this time last year. Interest rates, on the other hand, are still hovering right around 4% for most conventional loans, which is significantly lower than where they were in the fall of 2018, ultimately proving most economists wrong who predicted that we'd see interest rates as high as 5.5% by the middle of this year. This, of course, is good news for everyone as it relates directly to housing affordability for buyers, along with their overall enthusiasm to buy. So what does this all mean for you? First, if you're considering purchasing a home in this market, I think you approach the market landscape with cautious optimism. For the first time in many years, buyers have some semblance of negotiating power, particularly when it comes to negotiating repairs. As multiple offers become less and less prevalent, sellers won't necessarily have 3 backup offers that they can remind you of when you ask for repairs during a transaction. And so they're more likely to seek out a scenario that works for both sides. If you're looking to sell your home, patience is the name of the game right now. Buyers in today's market simply don't have the same sense of urgency that they did 2 or 3 years ago, and ultimately they feel like they have more options in the marketplace. So it's not uncommon for a buyer to spend a couple of weeks gathering information and viewing your home multiple times prior to writing an offer. The tendency that I'm seeing from sellers right now, though, is to get a heightened sense of anxiety if their home doesn't sell in the first 10 days, and 30 days feels like an eternity. But sometimes you just have to ride it out. As long as we have the right presentation, the right marketing, and the right pricing strategy, eventually the right buyer is going to come along. So the more patience you can have as a seller, the better prepared you'll be to potentially spend a couple of months on the market. And lastly, if you're a current homeowner who purchased your home last fall, it might not be a bad idea to consider refinancing, with interest rates being significantly lower now than they were when you bought. It's always best to consult with a mortgage advisor for these type of questions, but ultimately the difference in rate could end up saving you a couple $100 every month in your mortgage payment. So it's at least worth looking into. And if you need a good recommendation for who to talk to, I would be happy to set you up with a referral. That's all for today. Thanks so much for watching. If you have any questions about the market or about real estate in general, please don't hesitate to give me a call. And if you have a topic that you'd like to see me discuss, please shoot me an email and I'd be happy to make a video about it. Thanks so much for watching, and I look forward to talking with you soon.